Kick this motherfucking mule, Lee. Here we go. 1994 Fleetwood Jamboree. Oh, baby. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. As you can see, the bumper is in really good condition. I'll pop the hood, let you take a peek at that a little bit. That's the cab. Big ass fucking truck mirrors and shit. Sexy stripes. But you see this metal pole alongside the rig here, right here. You got that one and this one right over here. It goes up to this tube looking thing. Anyway, that folds out and yeah, gives you a big huge space to have kind of like a deck, a screen, outdoor patio, some kind of shit, whatever you want. But there's no holes in it. It's new, it's in good condition. The arms work, everything's functional. There's no issues with it whatsoever. And check out on the outside, you got all these storage compartments. So storage compartment 1 here. Previous owner, we got this mat he used to roll out. You see how deep that goes with that black thing with the 4 legs. That's like kind of like a step stool. You know, use it however you see fit. And storage compartment number 2 says LPG on it. This is where you got your propane tank. You fill it up, turn it on, turn it off, blah blah blah. It's a big ass propane tank, way bigger than whatever people use on their fucking stoves and shit. Right here you got a vent for your fridge and give you some perspective, right? And then you got your 110 fucking plugs for knickknacks or whatever. Your cable thing, I'm not going to take that cap off, but yeah, plug cable in there when you go parking at like an RV park. Oh, all these tires are Michelin's, right? And you can probably see the tread. It's stout as fuck. Not as stout as Turk's, you know, pencil penis. But yeah, there you go. All the tires are fucking good to go. The rims are good to go. They all look nice. By the way, those are 2 tires. So the rear axle has a grand total of 4 tires. That's the exhaust for the engine. This is storage compartment number 3. Yeah, you can see how deep that goes. It's got 2 levels to it. Yeah, you can fit a lot of shit in there, man. That right there is probably bigger than a lot of compact cars, trunks. Just that by itself. Last compartment on the passenger side. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go too. You see how that goes pretty deep. These white hoses, how it was explained to me, have some, it's like that neoprene fancy water bottle shit. Fucking, it's good for drinking water. So you hook that up and then you only use that for drinking water. Or not, you know, whatever the fuck. Fired up. But these blue bags, these are levelers. He's got 3 of them. But each one of these bags has got a whole bunch of these plates, and you stack them up however the fuck you want. And then if you're parked out in the boonies and you want to level your rig, you just stack those up, place them under whatever wheel, and then Tetris your way to a level parking arrangement. So this is the back of the rig. All right, big as fuck. What the fuck? In this compartment, what do we got? Spare tire. That's a hand crank. I'll show you what that goes to. Tire iron. So that hand crank goes to, where the fuck are they? These things. Can you see them? Yeah, goddamn fucking blurry. Yeah, those things right there. So there's 2 of them. And then same thing with those orange things. you know, do whatever you got to do. Don't use them, whatever. But those go down, and you hook that hand crank into that little piece right there, and then you spin it lefty loosey, righty tighty, whatever, and then they drop down, and you can level out your rig. So I'm gonna climb this fucking ladder for y'all. Show you what's up top. Goddamn. Oh fuck, I'm getting fat. Alright. And this is the top of the fucking thing. He just redid the roof. As you can see, it's uniform, looks clean. But what is this? This is the rear AC. It's a vent. I don't know, vent. Another AC vent. And right there, you crank it from inside, and that's supposed to be like a TV antenna. Yeah, I don't know. That's another vent. But yeah, I'm walking across this as I make this video. And what I was thinking, probably lay out a couple fucking mats or some shit when I have it parked, and then bring up some lawn chairs and a cooler, throw back a few beers. Oh yeah, here we go. Forgot about this. That right there is a solar panel, and what that does is it just always puts a positive charge on the battery inside. Where the fuck did he say? Inside the engine. So you always got a little juice to fucking crank it up in case you're burning a lot of AC inside the rig here, or you forget overnight or whatever, and you leave some shit on. Or so that solar panel is an OP. It doesn't power everything. It just gives you enough to crank over the engine in case you fuck up and forget to turn shit off. Oh shit, there we go. Alright, so look at, you got it. I don't know what he did, but a couple little dings right here on the bumper. Can't really see shit. It's just imperfections, you know. This is in the bottom here. So it's uniform. It flares out a little bit. You see it flaring right over here. Not a big deal. It's a fucking RV. Who gives a shit? This compartment right here on the driver's side, all the way in the back, you got all these power cables. You hook up into a campsite, whatever. There's another cable jack thing. And you also have, I'm not going to pull it out, but there's a fucking black box. You know, that boxy looking thing. But that your cable, and then it tells you, I don't know, voltage and shit like that. I don't know. But this is your plumbing. This is how you access your rig's plumbing. I don't know what that is. I don't know. But these valves, you can dump all the water on board. You know, I forget. He explained it. I got it written down, but there's pretty much 3 valves here. Oh yeah, above each one of these doors I'm raising, you got these latch points where these are supposed to hook in and the doors are supposed to stay up. But as you can see, I'll show you here, not going to work. So keep that in mind. They're there, you know, it's the thought that counts. So, okay, 1, 2, driver's side from the back. Right here, this looks like a gas fill up place, but it's not. You open that, and this is where you actually throw your hose and start pouring in water in your freshwater tank. That's where you actually fill up with fuel. That's a lockable fuel cap, so you gotta use your key. Oh yeah, all these windows, they got these little mini metal awnings, so if you're parked you can put those down and make it look all faggoty and homey. Other wheels on the other side, right? You know, got some grass and shit in there, but See the tread? I don't know. Yeah, it treads substantial on every tire all the way around. Right? And this right here, so one more time. God damn, why is it so blurry? This right here is where if you're parked, you hook a water hose up to this. God damn. One hand in everything. That's what she said. And then you can hook a hose up to that and keep a constant supply of pressurized water for all your pipes and shit. So you don't have to have anything in the tank, in the water tank. And you can just have a hose. And then as you use shit, it's going to come in through here because your system's already pressurized. So that's that. What do we got here? This is your gray water tank. So you got three tanks on a RV. Black water is like shit, piss. Gray water is water that you use, you know, stuff that goes down the sink, stuff that goes down the shower. It goes into your gray water tank. And then you got your fresh water tank, you know, water that's coming out of your sink, and water that's coming out of your shower, and water that's used to flush your shitter. This vent is for something. I forget what's on the other side of the wall. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But yeah, so this is your plumbing, I guess. So you see how these two pipes kind of merge right here in the center, and then you got these two valves, one right here, one right there. So you hook up these tubes to it, and then you pull one to release your black water shit, and then you pull the other one to release your gray water, right? Never had to do it. Never took a shit in it. I don't know. But then the final compartment, you see the front up here. It's the one closest to the door. You got two big old fucking batteries back here. Here, let me give you a sense of. So that's my hand. These are some big mamas. And that's your generator. Onan Microlight 4000 amp generator. It'll power everything inside your rig. Microwave, ACs, fans, fucking fridge, toaster, furnace, water heater, whatever. It's strong enough to power all that shit. Lightweight, 172 pounds. How the fuck is that lightweight? Lightweight. Alright. And then you got another one of those metal awnings. Alright, so, oh yeah, floorboards. Those are a little wonky. I was like, what the fuck is this? Never, yeah, alright. Yeah, they're in good condition. I just never seen like a triangle fucking floorboard. E-350. Alright, so that's the exterior. I'm gonna move on into the good shit. So you got your door on the outside, right? Alright. And, oh, one more thing. Right under that door. You got this little step stool ladder thing. Oh, that's what the dude said. This chair is a little bit lower than that, so you can get like a third one. But we're all young bucks here. Since I've had it, I've never really pulled that out. I just step right on up. But that folds in. Good to go. So you got a door lock here, and then a deadbolt. And then your window. But this will open like so. Right, there you go. And then you also have right here a screen door. So if you're parked, you can have your screen door open and not have to worry about bugs and shit. Oh, and that's the other side. Just a simple fucking handle. That's how you lock it. Push it in, push it out. deadbolt. And there we go, wood steps. Fleetwood, Fleetwood, Fleetwood. Oh yeah, get some. Okay. Laminate flooring, right? All the way through. Now check this out. I'm standing up straight. You see me? That's how much headroom I got. Pretty much anybody can stand up in the motherfucker. So this is the front, this is the cab, right? Just like a normal fucking truck or some shit. But then right above it, you got this area, which would be big enough to sleep 2 people. And these mattresses. So another cool thing, you can lift one of these up, right, like so. Slide this first piece forward, right, like so. And then you can just walk straight up in your cab and not have to duck. It's like, boom, I'm right here, bitch. Not even ducking or nothing. And while you're up here, you got all these blinds you can open or close right next to the bed on both sides. You got these pretty deep storage bins. You can, just fill them up with condoms and lube, stuff like that. And then you got your overhead lighting. Right, boom, boom. Little storage area here. This is where you hook up, or where he had TVs and shit hooked up, I guess. But so this is inside. You got your window, all these cabinets that run all the way down until you get to your fridge. Same thing on the other side. You got all these cabinets that run all the way down until you get to your kitchen. Sink, stove, cabinets. This vent and light works. The fridge works. Toaster works. These are some of the switches I have to explain later on. Just to give you an idea. These are pretty deep, and they run all the way through. So, and they latch, so they're not going to come open when you drive. And the motherfucker throwing in a fireplace. So there you go. You're driving and roasting marshmallows right behind you. Not really. It's an electric fireplace. And then you got the lights up top. You got electrical sockets. There's a speaker right here. Lights over there. Speaker there. Well, every single window has these blinds. There's no drawstrings. Right, so all you gotta do is press that button, pull it down, boom, there you go, blinds. Oh, you want to put it back up, press that button again, raise it up, let it go, stays put. Easy day. Let's see. And we're up front right now, and you got this hand crank thing that raises up. That's just a static vent, no fan. Air is able to go in and out through here. While we're on the roof, I told you about that TV antenna. You crank this, and then that sucker will go up. Oh yeah, up front in this cab too. Shit, so much shit. You got these blinds that go across on both sides. So you got people banging up front. They got their privacy. And then you got the overhead lighting here. Carbon monoxide, smoke detector, blah, blah, blah. This is cool though. This vent actually has a fan. Right, so you crank that open. And as you can see here, you can have the air going in to the cab or getting sucked out. You know, so you might want to suck it out when you're cooking. And it actually has a thermometer, so it's not an AC, it's a fan. It'll whirl and spin and work based off of temperature, I guess. I don't know. But as you come in, you got your control panel. This is dead. This doesn't work. All the components work. What this is what it was supposed to do is like you toggle this and it'll tell you if your fresh water is a quarter, half, 3/4 full, whatever. It'll tell you what your gas is, holding tank, batteries. You know, that's what it's supposed to do, but this does not work. Everything else does work. So this is a switch, the one on the left, closest to the door. That switch is for your outdoor light. Right there, right? The switch right next to it is for your interior lights, which are up there, right? The hallway, I guess you call it. And this right here starts your generator. That tells you how many hours it's been used. Since this has been alive, it's been used 481 hours. This is how you turn on your water pump. Flip that. This is how you turn on your water heater. Flip that. Oh, your stove, right? This is all probably hard as fuck to make out, but it's clean. It looks new. It's a propane stove. No matches, no lighters. You crank this and everything turns on. Actually, as I go, I might as well turn everything fucking on. So I'm gonna turn on the generator right now. Actually, god damn it. There we go. I'm gonna turn on the generator. Alright, there we go. It hasn't been turned on in a while. Now it's on. You hear it? Remember? That tore outside, that generator is right outside the driver's door, right about there. So you hear it doing its thing. I'm gonna turn on, well, you can't tell if the water's cold or hot. Well, I'll just leave that, the water heater. But I'll turn the water pump on. Water pump's on. Go over to the sink. Oh, look at that. We got fucking water. Hey, woo, fucking water. Go over to the stove. I'll turn on, I don't know what burn, I'm guessing that's back there. Crank it over. Boom, turns on. Turn on the next burner. Boom, turns on. And I'll show you how that works. Turn the last burner. Crank that over one. Boom, turns on. So that's your burners. Turn on your overhead lighting right here. And then you can turn on your vent. I'm killing the stove. It's starting to get hot up in this bitch. Stove is off. Fuck. Just got hot and I'm in Georgia, bitch. Alright. So I'll give you an idea. I'm gonna start cycling everything. You can turn this on. Oh, that's right. To turn that on, you have to flip this switch. Now you can hear it. So that's that. Right? I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna kill that. Oh, actually, over here too, I'll show you. So you flip that on. That's how you also. That's an alternate way to turn on your water heater. So that switch underneath is for your water heater. And you have two ways of getting the water heater hot. You can use the electricity, which requires the generator or the engine to be running, right? Flip that. Or you can use propane, flip that, and then your water heater will go on. Or you can use both, and the sucker will really start heating up quick. So two heats up better than one, and you can use either. All right, so that's your water heater. And you got a nice little paper towel rack. Oh yeah, to use the water heater, you gotta plug it in first, right? You plug it in here. That goes to the water heater. Water heater's right underneath the sink, right down there. See how it's got insulation, styrofoam, and all that shit. So in these cabinets, these are just fucking regular cabinets, except for this last drawer was where you put a wastebasket. Microwave works. Hot Pockets. Toaster works. You plug that toaster in right up here. Can't see shit because it's dark. Boom, there you go. Toaster's on and working. Close this up. Toast away, bitches. And that's what I'm saying. That remember that solar panel? You want to make sure everything's off and everything's unplugged, blah blah blah, or else you're gonna drain your batteries. So that's why that solar panel's up there. So you always got a little something on your engine battery. Oh yeah, the fridge, MTV Cribs. So right by the door, you got your fridge. Right here, by the way, is a solar or a fuse panel. So this is like a brand new fridge. Can't really tell. Shitty loose mobile phone. But so that's your fridge, right? Clean as fuck, doesn't stink, hasn't been used. Is your fridge or freezer, right? Decent size actually. Decent size actually. And how the fridge works, you got these buttons over here, on, off, hit that, now it's on, AC, and it says mode right here. You can power the fridge via AC, off of the generator, off of the engine, or LP, which is propane, down below, off of that propane tank, and it just toggles back and forth, AC or LP. And then you can set your temperature here on a scale of 1 to 10. Right, so I'm turning it off, and I'll show you right here. As you walk in, you got in the middle of the unit this AC. You can turn it on as a fan, you can turn it on as an AC, and I'm verifying right now, telling you it blows out cold. Can't really tell, but it works. Oh yeah. So in the hallway, going back to the queen bedroom, you got two doors on your left and one door on your right. So first one, as you can probably guess, is your shower, right? All the light. All these doors, cabinets, fridges, nothing opens unless you hit a latch. They're all latched, so they're not going to come open as you drive. Every cabinet, everything. Alright? And then same thing with the shower. To get in the shower, you can't just pull it. You got to press the button. Press the button, you go in the shower. 1980s colors. Boom, boom, boom. That's your shower head. That's kind of like a newer shower head. And you got the skylight up top. Shower. Shower works. Close that sucker up, and then right next to the shower you got like a storage closet. This dude had, these aren't mine, none of this shit's mine. He had these lawn chairs out there. I don't know what the fuck else he has in there, but it's got a clothes hanging rack, and this switch and outlet here is no bullshit for a washer dryer hookup. So if you got ballsy enough, I don't think you'd ever use it, so I won't go into detail, but you can throw a washer dryer in there and power it. I don't know what those are for, but more storage, blah blah blah. And as you can see, when you open that door, right, it closes or opens flush, so that it's essentially like a double functioning door, because it's a door for that closet, but it's also a door for the bedroom back there. Because when you open it, you see that hinge or that clasp up there? that locks in place. So if you actually have multiple people inside the rig, you're going to sleep and you don't have to fucking deal with anybody. You close the door, boom, sectioned off from the front. Same thing with this door. This is the door to the shitter. This door has that dongle that goes into this clasp, and then you can open it and section off another part of the RV, just like that. That's how that works. And let me show you the shitter. So now we're on the other side, right? And this is the shitter. Boom, shitter. It's actually normal level that a normal level shitter is on in like a house or apartment. You got a sink with fully functioning cabinets, all this shit, fucking plumbing, blah blah blah. This is an actual fucking medicine cabinet, right? Store fucking beers and shit. Oh, another vent up top in the shitter with the fan. Forgot to close that. Whoops. Then you got a window inside your shitter. And what do we got? I forgot. Oh yeah, sink inside the shitter. And oh, that controls the light in the shitter. That controls the fan in the shitter. And I don't know what that does. Fuck it. Fuck that switch. So that's that. Shower, washer dryer, closet thing on the left, fridge right there, shitter on the right. This white thing on the wall is your thermostat. This is how you actually control your heating, your oh, what do you call it? Your furnace. So toggle that switch, control the temperature down here. I just hit it, so I turned it on. You should hear it fire up here in a second. Or 2. Or 3. Okay, there you go. You hear it? So the furnace just kicked up. It's gonna start getting hot as balls in here. That's a floor vent in the bedroom, right? So you got 3 total. One right there. Run right next to the shower. And the other floor vent for the furnace is right up by the cab. So in the winter, you turn that sucker on. I'm telling you, it gets hot as fuck, so I'm gonna turn it off. I don't feel like getting hot. I'm turning it off. And now we're in the bed.